Today I'll cover some of the general biology of bull sharks, what they eat, where they live, and how they survive. Bull sharks have a stout body and rounded or blunted snout. If you've ever seen one in the wild, you might say it looks wider than most sharks, and you'd be right. They have a much higher width to length ratio than other shark species, and these sharks stick to their wide reputation by being very flexible eaters. Their diet not only consists of bony fish and other sharks and rays, but also sea turtles, crustaceans, cephalopods, seabirds, and even some marine mammals. Having a flexible diet makes it easier to inhabit different habitats. Most of the time they are found in estuaries, which consist of brackish water, brackish meaning a mix of both salt and fresh. Bull sharks, like all fish, must do something called osmoregulate, where they maintain osmotic pressure in their body fluids through the control of salt and water concentrations in their cells. You can think of it as a balancing act between the outside fluid, the water the animal is in, and the body's own fluids. Sharks use something called urea, a nitrogenous waste product, to counteract the surrounding salt ions in the water. This keeps them in a balance so they do not lose or gain too much water. If a regular shark were to go in freshwater, they would soon die because of an influx of too much water causing their cells to possibly lyse or burst. Bull sharks use their kidneys to help them excrete large amounts of diluted pee to keep up with the influx of fresh water. This means they might be peeing up to 20 times as much as when they are in the ocean. This obviously creates quite the strain on the kidneys, and thus is why bull sharks usually do not live in freshwater but actually go back and forth between different salinities. Another factor is a small organ near the anus called the rectal gland, which also aids in salt excretion. So why do we think bull sharks have adapted to do this? Most of the time they are found in estuaries, which consist of brackish water, brackish meaning a mix of both salt and fresh. One problem with these places are they are usually very turbid, meaning they have low visibility in the water. Female bull sharks have been found to pup in these waters. Here in Bimini, we don't have any of these freshwater estuaries, so one of the things we hope to understand is where these animals go. At the lab, we have tagged over 120 bull sharks, the largest being recorded at 278 centimeters to the fork. Bull sharks of all requiem sharks have much smaller eyes in ratio to the body size, possibly indicating they do not use as much sight as they do as other family members to hunt their prey. And since bull sharks inhabit these shallow coastal waters, they have higher chances of being impacted by us. Pollution and overfishing take a toll on the species, and they are currently listed as near threatened on the IUCN Red List. In our next video, we will discuss some of our research questions and how we go about achieving them. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's talk and learned a little bit about bull sharks.